I don't know if I've gone too far. I put this 60 grit on it, trying to get, because there was a mirror up here for a long time. And so it's a different color. The shellac is the original, or the varnish, whatever was on it at that period of time. And then down here a lot darker, there's some scuffs, some bumps, you know. So I'm gonna do this top first, and then I went over it again with a 220 grit. And I'm hoping I didn't go too far. I hope it's salvageable. Let's see. You just need to really kind of wipe it down with a damp rag, not too wet. It is some thirsty wood anyway, but that'll kind of give us an idea of where our grain is and if I went too far or not. So let's just kind of take a look here. Uh-oh. Yeah, I don't know. I can still see some scuffs. Man, it's still pretty nice looking. Let's see down here. I don't think I went too far. Don't think. But I do think that I might have went a little too far in some spots with that 60 grit. And you can still kind of see the outline here of that mirror. So man, it's still beautiful. I mean, that might be worth taking a second look with some 220 grit and see if I can't buff out some of those swirl marks. I don't know. I'm gonna let it dry. Then I'm gonna tackle this side. I'm not so worried about this side. It's the inside. Nobody's gonna see it but you. And it'll be nice. Don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna, you know. But and there's gonna be a mirror on it as well. So I'll work on this side, let that other side dry, and then we'll come back. I'll probably do a little 220 on it, and we'll see if we're going to be able to reuse this thing. I hope we can. It's so beautiful. As you can see, I got the door cut out of this. This will be the part right next to the sink, and you won't see from here down except for where the door goes. Speaking of the door, I haven't shellacked it yet, but I thought maybe we'll see if it fits. I mean, that'd be a good thing, wouldn't it? Side to side, I think we're looking real good. Oh, nice. Top to bottom, I think we're good. So, that makes me happy. I've been all day on this thing. I'll bet you just on this and this, I'll bet I've got 4.5 hours, maybe 5 in this. And really, I'm gonna put some welting across the top and make my decision on this. It looks rough, but that amber shellac can really kind of grease things up. So we're gonna see what we can do with this door. And it fits, so we really like to keep it. Then we can get the hardware put back on and get the thing installed. And that'll be a big jump from where we're at right now. But it took a lot of hours today. So I'm gonna play around with this a little bit, and I don't know, I might try and shellac it. I'll bring you along so you can either see the thrill of victory or watch my agony of defeat. Let's do that. All right, play along, see what we can do. It's taking it pretty good. I'm not gonna jinx myself, say it's working. Putting a very heavy coat on in hopes that it will soak right into those swirl marks. not know. I do not know. I am hopeful. I am hopeful. Because really this is a one-shot application here. By putting it on this heavy. Probably not something you normally would want to do. But it was pretty abused. Well, what do you think? Check that out. It looks beautiful right now. It's got to dry. Let's let it dry. We're going to be cautiously optimistic. I'm very optimistic. I want this. I want this in this camper. I really, really, really do. And I'm going to let it dry overnight. I'll come back in the morning, flip it. Not in the morning, after work tomorrow. And I'll do the backside. And I got to do that pole on the inside. So I'll let you know. Fingers crossed. Fortunately for you, that was in double time. Let me show you what I'm doing. I'm sure you figured it out by now because you're very smart camper people. What I was doing was recreating the front shelf. It's very small because, as you know, there's a potty closet up there. So it's going to be about 54 3/4 wide. The rest will be up to 77. Well, that's the outside. 76 will be potty closet. So I had this piece of birch from when I cut out the door to the potty closet. So I said, hey, it's birch. Let's not be wasteful. And I had already put the amber shellac on it. So what we're going for right here. Hey, we made it. Let's do a double decker. I love it. Looks sharp, doesn't it? Really does. I always think this looks great until sometimes I make a new one with amber shellac instead of varnish, and I think, you know, a lot of times I like the varnish better. But this one, I think, I don't know, maybe it's all the squigglies, but I like it a little bit lighter. I think this is going to work real nice. Now I'm going to try, let me show you right here. Be careful with that. It's a little windy out today. But anyway, if you look in here, that's where the slides go for the cabinet doors. There's slides, not really doors, but, and that's on the top. This is on the bottom. One goes in one side, one goes in the other. That way they can slide by each other. But then this part right here is what stops them. You know, you put that knob on there, it can only go so far. So I am going to surgically take these out because they're perfect shape. They already work. Kind of got a little damage down here, but I'll get that replaced because I can't salvage this, but we got our pattern off of it, so we're good there. So I'm just going to take out this frame right here, put it on there, and just a little bit more of the soul going right back into this camper. And if you haven't noticed, I'm digging this camper. This camper is talking to me, talking. I'm having a great time, I'm telling you. Anyway, enough about me. Let me get to work. I have got a bunch of irons in the fire, but I've got a 4.5 day weekend. So I'm going to catch you up where I'm at, and then I'll take you along for the ride. Right here, I built some of the panels for the roof. This one right here is the top of the back window. Got it pre-made. This is for the front. There's a lot to connect to the front. That's why there's so many. There wouldn't usually be that many. But I have so much to connect to it. That front kitchen and the potty closet. It's just, you know, you just got to have it. And then I think there's one more behind all of this. No? Yes, there it is. Right there. And that is the bottom of the back window. So I've got all these irons because I've been waiting on glue to dry. So if I'm waiting on glue to dry or shellac to dry, I just go ahead and build something. So I got these, as you saw me building. I've got them all clamped up. Remember, you just can't have too many clamps. I almost ran out of clamps today. Can you believe it? So I was able to reuse part of the frame, part that the door slides in. I saved that. Really couldn't save the sides there. Couldn't save the bottom one. It was glued and screwed and all that on the inside. So I've got to run some more here. Got to run some here, but I kind of got to put that. Good camera work. You got to put that on this before I can measure that precisely, because I want that to be pretty tight. So I'm going to take this piece of birch, and this stuff has been it's been doing a nice job for us. So we've got the kitchen faced out right here, and then we installed. Let's see if I can get you a good shot. There we go. Got the bathroom. Oh, jeez. It's already a long day. Potty closet put in. Let me go around the front here. Maybe you can kind of see it a little differently. There we go. Let's take this shot right here. There you go. It's a beautiful potty closet, isn't it? That's just up there hanging out. So here's where we're at on that. So what I'm going to do now is take you back inside, because I'm going to take this birch that matches that birch, that matches this birch, and I'm going to build a cabinet this way and out here to that tape, because that's how far the bed's coming out. That big old 54-inch bed is coming all the way out to there. So that gives me just about a 20-inch cabinet to run across this way. But what I think is cool is they didn't just come out straight from here. They inset it. So I'm going to come in about, probably 2 inches in, and I'm going to start this cabinet this way. So it'll go this way to enclose the potty closet, and then it'll start here and come out to the green and then back in. So this one will be completely enclosed where this one isn't until we add this one. So and I'm going to go get a piece of trim, little L corner trim right there, and put that on there just because it makes it more interesting, and I want to do it. So I'm going to do it. And that's kind of where I'm at right now. Made a lot of progress very quickly. I was texting the owner. I got too excited. I am super excited about this project. The camper is playing along with me. The customers are excited, and I'm excited. But anyway, back to this. I'm going to go start building on this, but I'll be back probably in a few days with some interesting things to show you, not the least of which will be that interesting cabinet.